Like most creative people who grew up in Modesto, we started feeling limited by what our city had to offer. So eventually I moved up to Humboldt County.
And I moved to San Francisco. During this time, we got involved with some really awesome organizations and community spaces where music, art, and activism all came together.
Both of us learned just how important shared space was in bringing communities together. Well, after a few years, we found ourselves back in Modesto and started meeting other musicians and artists who, just like us, were looking for something more.
Growing up, I've always wanted to move away from Modesto because I felt like there was nothing here for me.
If you want to do something or, make it as a musician or an artist, you have to get out of the Central Valley because there is no place for people like you here.
We have a lot of friends that leave Modesto to have better opportunities to do their crafts and everything. It sucks because we don't have our friends here, and it kind of makes us want to go do the same thing.
But we knew what was possible for a city like ours. We wanted to help make Modesto the kind of place that people come to instead of leave from. The problem was that we didn't have any money. We couldn't open a space downtown.
But we did have a garage. So in just 5 weeks, with the help of some friends, we handcrafted a beautiful stage, painted, and built our iconic wood plank backdrop, transforming a dusty garage into a vibrant community space. And so, the Shire was born.
So I'm literally about ready to move, and something popped up called the Shire in Modesto, and it was the community I was looking for.
It was eye-opening. We walk in and there's a garden, and then you go back and there's a fire going on, and there's people that are talking, and then you go in the garage and there's music and art on the wall.
I've never gotten to show art in a gallery, and neither of any of my friends, so it totally gave everybody the opportunity to display their art.
It was just it was like walking into a different world. It was what is this? Am I in Modesto right now?
It was just such a connected vibe with the arts, and it felt right. It just felt intimate.
What was really great about the Shire is one night you could see a punk show, and the next night would be a folk show, and then the next weekend it's a hip-hop show or just an art show. People that were seeing things that they would never really see before because they had a place like the Shire to put it all together.
I went to Shire for movie night. I've been to drum circles there, or even workshops making kombucha, stuff like that. There's a little bit something for everyone to do.
The Shire wasn't, the biggest venue, but it was a small, special place that was needed in Modesto so badly.
What started as a small project turned into a full-on community space and was more successful than we could have ever imagined. In just our first year alone, we hosted over 80 events, and we didn't see any signs of slowing down.
It was the ultimate place where there was no real strict rules on creativity. It's totally you in the venue.
The Shire is completely open to anybody coming in with ideas, fresh ideas, what they would want to do or see in the world.
I can think of so many events that I missed out on just because I'm too stressed about money, and just knowing that I have the Shire somewhere affordable and close where I could still have a great time is really nice and really important.
Go to the Shire, and it's a place of encouragement, and it's all positivity there, and it's a place where you can kind of go and completely be yourself. You don't have to worry about the pressures of being a teenager and the pressures of being a young adult.
To know that we can come together emotionally, artistically, intellectually without having it focused on coming together to party at a show.
It's clear that there's something more going on here than just a strict DIY space, because New York, where we come from, is full of places like that. There must be something in having a community space like this, whether it's music or art or whatever the thing is at the moment, where everyone feels that sense of shared ownership. And it's certainly, I feel that, and it's obviously something that goes beyond just a show space.
It's really important, and especially small communities like this, that there's a space for young artists to be able to grow and thrive in an environment that's nurturing and not a bar,
Yeah. People are super positive and have a really good time. The place is packed, and we all had a good time together, and it felt like friendship and happiness. It was great.
We had all these dates all through California, all down south, and that was by far the best crowd. Like, we played at the Shire on a Wednesday night in Modesto at the Shire. It was so good.
We play a lot in LA, and even in LA and some bigger places, they don't have their stuff together like the Shire did, so that was pretty cool. It goes down as one of my favorite shows that we've ever played. It was really awesome. Like, the sound was on point.
It was completely packed on a weeknight, and I mean, that's hard to do in a major city. Sound was great. Everyone really cared what they were doing, and it was like run really professionally.
Before long, we were filling up our schedule and had to actually start turning down event requests. It was very clear that we were outgrowing our space.
We started thinking about what it would be like to take our DIY venue into downtown Modesto. So with the help of some super dedicated volunteers, we started working on turning the Shire into a 501c3 nonprofit arts organization.
But with 3 to 4 events to manage each week and a new organization to build, we had to make the tough decision to focus on opening our space downtown. And so in the spring of 2017, we closed our garage door for good.
When the Shire closed, I was calling all my friends and we were texting each other and everything, like someone in the family had like passed away or something, because we lost like our space and like a place for us to perform and like show art and everything, and we haven't had anywhere to go since then, pretty much.
So the Shire was like the last place, like, oh, that's a legit place to play. Like, touring bands would come in and play there. We'd have people from out of town play there. And yeah, I heard like, oh, we can't play there anymore. I'm like, what? So what are we supposed to do?
Wow, like this is ending now, and it's gonna be a huge bummer this summer, but there's gonna be a future for us, way bigger than what the Shire was at the time.
Over the last 10 months, we've been working hard to reopen the Shire downtown. We're creating a space where we can continue to bring people together, creating meaningful relationships and empowering people to pursue their passions and talents.
We want to create a positive, inclusive, and accessible space for our diverse community by combining a gallery, classroom space, cafe, and of course a performance stage, all under one roof.
We've recently acquired this amazing new building downtown on H Street. We've also teamed up with an architect, designers, and contractors to begin working on the new space.
During this first crowdfunding campaign, we're looking to raise $35,000. This will help pay for things like insurance, licenses, permits, and building renovations, bringing us closer to opening our new space.
Now all we need is your support. So please, donate, share, and follow our progress. Be a part of something that will truly change our community.
It has to happen, right? You guys they're opening up downtown. It's gonna happen, people, it's gonna happen, and I'm gonna see you there. I'm gonna see you there.
Yeah.
We're gonna dance about it. It's gonna be ridiculous.